Good morning, everyone. Welcome again in our social science class. Let's start. What we have studied in our last class? We, has, we have started the story of village Palampur, in which we have discussed the meaning of production and the factors of production. And what are the factors of production? We have four factors of production, that is land, labor, physical capital and human capital. And we have divided our physical capital into two parts, that is fixed capital and working capital. Today we will discuss farming in Palampur, farming in village Palampur. So for the purpose of farming, first of all we need land. What is the condition of land in village Palampur? We have discussed in our last class that land is fixed. That means we can't increase land because land on the earth is also fixed. Then again, our national boundary is also fixed. We can't increase. In the past time, by the increasing population, we have already cutted all the forest, and now we can't cut more forest to increase the agricultural land, and already some wasteland was covered into cultivable land. So we need land, and the land is fixed. Already we have increased, so we can't increase our land, so we have to increase our production. Now the second thing is crop season in Palampur. What are the crop season? We have studied in your geography that there are three crop seasons, that is Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. In Palampur, all the three crop seasons are practices. Kharif season, it start in rainy season by the onset of monsoon, and rice, jowar, bajra are cultivated, and these are used for animal feeding also. And the Rabi season, it is identified with winter season, that is dry season, and in which wheat produced and sugarcane is produced. Okay. Now the third thing is associated with cropping pattern. What is the cropping pattern adopted by farmers of village Palampur? They are using single cropping system, double cropping system and multiple cropping system. What is single cropping system? In single cropping system, single crop is grown during a year on a fixed land, on a given land. So during a year on a fixed land, when single crop is grown, it is called single cropping. Clear? Now double cropping. What is double cropping? When within a year, if two crops are grown, that is known as double cropping. When a single piece of land, two crops are grown within a year, it is called double cropping. And what is multiple cropping? Multiple cropping means during a year, in a single piece of land, more than two crops are grown within a year, it is called multiple cropping. So we have seen three patterns, that is single cropping, in which we can say in which plantation agriculture were practiced, which takes long time, double cropping in which two crops are grown, and when Rabi, Kharif and Zaid um, uh, all the crops are grown, then we can say we are using multiple cropping system. And for that, well developed, and for all these cropping season, what we need well developed irrigation system, so that we can irrigate our crops and increase its amount. Then the regular electricity should be provided, so that we can use our tube well for irrigation and other machines also. In village Palampur, government has also provided tube wells for the farmers. That means government provided irrigation system. They have their personal irrigation system also, and government provided irrigation system too. And they use modern farming method as well as traditional farming method. And what is modern farming method and traditional farming method, we will discuss later on. And they produce surplus wheat production. And what they do, their surplus production, they used to sell in other villages in the market, just to increase their income. So you can understand that village Palampur is a well developed village in which proper irrigation system is there, and they are using modern method of technology. What is now we will discuss farming method. What do you mean by modern method of farming, and what is another traditional method of farming? But a traditional method of farming in which the traditional method of farming is that farming that is a farmer is using from generations, with two bullocks, and the traditional method, the plowing and simple tools, and for irrigation they are dependent on rainfall or simple well. That the traditional farming method cause low productivity. By using traditional farming method, farmer can't produce large amount of production, and if he fails to produce large amount, he can't increase his income. And the other method is modern farming method. Now, what is modern farming method? Modern farming method includes use of electricity, machinery, and other techniques to increase production. That is high yielding variety of seeds. HYV seeds. High yielding variety seeds. What are high yielding variety seeds? These seeds are those type of seeds which can grow in less water. If the if any crop requires lots of amount of water, then high yielding seed can grow in less water also. And if crop is required less water, and by the grace of God, if due to monsoon it is heavy rain, then also high yielding seeds survive. Okay, so farmer, so there is less harm, it caused less harm to farmers. And by the HYV seed, single plant gives lot of grains. So to increase farming, it is required. Then chemical fertilizer or manure or pesticides, insecticides, using all these to secure plant and to increase production, it is used in modern farming method. And then well developed irrigation system, tube well, which is run by the electricity. So by using tractor, thresher, so all the machineries, by the using of machineries, which farming is practiced, farming method is practiced, that is called modern farming method. And what is the advantage? Advantage is that a farmer can produce large amount, and if he is producing large amount, then he can sell in the market and earn money. So in village Palampur, we have seen that all the method of farming is developed, and all the crops are grown. In our next class, we will discuss non-farming non-farming activity. What are the non-farming activities are practiced in village Palampur? So, enough for today. Go through your book, and I am sending assignment. Thank you.